Our coverage of the Razorbacks continues as we visit now with kicker Zach Hocker. And Zach, before we get into just the preseason practice in general, I want to go back to Saturday, 57-yarder, room to spare. That had to feel pretty good.
It definitely did, especially playing out in front of a crowd on a nice Saturday afternoon. Building up that momentum to go into the fall with that kind of confidence. And it was awesome just to get out there with the guys and just play some football for the first time.
You're in a spot where you have the place kicking job. You're also doing a little punting, I understand, as well.
Yeah, punting was one thing that I really wanted to focus on the off season with Dylan Breeding leaving and that position being open, and that was one thing that I really took seriously during the off season, and it's encouraging to see that kind of paying off, especially from the scrimmage the other day.
We talk a lot during the summer months about the voluntary workouts, offense, defense. I wonder what a kicker during the off season. What do you work on? What's your daily regimen?
Same as the rest of the team for the most part, but a lot of recovery work, a lot of focus on rebuilding your legs so you can perform at your peak whenever you're called on. But like I said earlier, our coaching staff is incredible with the specialist unit, and they really know what they're doing to preserve our legs.
Let's talk a little bit about your coaching staff on the special teams. We visited with Charlie Partridge. You have a connection with him that I think a lot of people may not be aware of in terms of some of the things you do as a kicker. Tell us about that, if you would.
Yeah, well, early when I started kicking in junior high, I started working with an academy, Cole's Kicking Camp, which is located right outside of Madison, Wisconsin. And Coach Partridge, whenever he got to Wisconsin, worked with Jamie Cole really, really closely. And so as soon as Coach Partridge got down here, we had a really good mutual connection through Jamie and understanding the kicking game.
There's so much technique involved. I've heard it likened to a golf swing, that you try to do the same thing every day. Is that a fair comparison?
Absolutely. Since our freshman year, I never was a big golfer, but just hearing that comparison over and over again, I started getting into it, and I am absolutely horrible at it, but the more that I play, the more I can see the comparison, and so it's definitely a good analogy.
There's incredible pressure for a kicker. I wonder, as you gain experience, though, as a player, as you move from year to year, does that ever decrease? Does it ever go away? Does maybe the way you handle it change?
It's all about confidence, and freshman year, I didn't know what to expect stepping into a stadium full of 80,000 people. But season went really, really, really well, and just carrying that confidence over into year after year is very, very important. Regardless of what kind of season you have to just let that roll off your back and just be confident in every single kick.
And you're a guy who's been around a while, so talk, if you would, about leadership and how you provide that in camp.
Yeah, it's an honor being a senior on this team and being able to mentor some of the younger guys, especially in my unit. Some of the younger kickers, snappers, and punters coming in and just kind of showing them the ropes and getting them used to things, because this is a totally different stage, from high school or from a junior college standpoint. So it is encouraging to bring these guys in and show them the path and hopefully help them in the future.
Zach, thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hogs worked in the rain today. Hopefully it'll be dry tomorrow. The Razorbacks back on the practice field then, and that's when we'll continue our exclusive coverage right here on RazorVision.